savage. Serranos and hippos and mammoths. The hero is coming, I'm locked in. You know that I'm winning, I'm top 10. You know that I came from the dog pen. You want it, you get it, you drop dead. The rebel who came from the bottom. My enemies know that I got it. I'm planting my seeds in gardens, then watching them sprout and harvest. The greatest was always in my plans. Battle the kid is white flags. Not on my level where I stand. Got it, I'm shooting a hot hand. Out of the gym, I was locked out. I failed, the kid was a dropout. I changed the game and it's up now. The city that need me is clear now. The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the... Sandman, I can tap dance through the energy blast. Run flat, never pop your orbit. I keep energy in storage. I see spinning the globe, my fingertip itch. If I could pluck the earthquake hit. Look at the wrist, look at your body, I shake it and shift. Big fish in a small pond. Godzilla with a boot on. I step into your lawn. Turn skyscrapers into croutons. Hit the button going high speed. Need a megaphone to announce me. I move through the pig meat.
We put the first full week of December behind us tonight. Non-conference boys hoops tipping off your Saturday evening with the Crestline Bulldogs, aiming to claim win number 1 on the road at Mount Gilead against an Indian squad, winners of 2 straight. It's live and free boys basketball to jumpstart your weekend, and it's all coming up next.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Trust our experienced team for seamless program management. Wide garment selections for various industries. Kimmel Corporation offers top quality products and services at the best value. Rent or buy with confidence. Kimmel Corporation is the company for you.
Think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant.
It's the Morrow County Job and Family Services pre-game show. Call the phone number on the graphic to report any signs of fraud this holiday season here at Mount Gilead. The Indians trying to prove with their early win streak that they are not fraudulent as they try to capture a third win in a row against Crestline in search of win number 1. Good evening, everybody. I am Brian Skowronski on the call for this non-conference boys hoops showdown here. The first full week of December, we're putting it to rest here tonight with a fun non-conference game between a Crawford County team and a school right here in Morrow County. Let's learn about those Bulldogs. Tell you what Crestline's been up to so far this season. Coming off of a loss last night in their Mid-Buckeye Conference opener. This is actually their first trip away from home for Paul Webb's bunch. 1-10 on the road in his first season last year. So they'll be looking to improve on that. 4 wins overall in the first full campaign with Mr. Webb at the helm. And so far here on the season, just a couple of games in, and you see they're giving up 55, scoring right around 48 per game, and they still have 5 more opportunities to try to get some victories before Christmas. I think it's always important to try to go into the holiday season with some confidence. If they're going to do that, I think that they're going to have to rely on Mr. Kody Lawhorn, a key contributor as a freshman and perhaps now in his second season as a sophomore, becoming the go-to scorer for this team. He really played well last night against Mansfield Christian. He's proven that he's a consistent 3-point threat for this team, knocked down a couple of those last night. So they'll be looking for this gentleman, even though, like I said, he's just a youngster, but when you're at a school as small as Crestline, graduating classes right around like 20 or 25 kids, sometimes, even though you're one of those diaper dandies, you got to step up. You got to be a reliable source for your club night in, night out. And I feel like Kody is starting to become that here for Crestline now in his sophomore campaign. For Mount Gilead, seeking a 3rd consecutive victory following a loss in their opener to Highland, who's off to a nice 2-1 start in MOAC program. Only won 6 games all of last season and ended it on a sour note, 5-game losing streak. But so far this year, like what we're seeing from them, getting up and down the floor nicely. Just a few too many turnovers for my taste and just not really shooting the 3 very well, 19%. So you'd love to see a bit more consistency in that department, and especially in 2024-25, where that's kind of the new element, the dimension. 3-and-D for a lot of schools. Mount Gilead has not been one of them, but it is a big bonus if you're able to knock down some trifectas throughout the course of the night, because of course 3 points worth more than 2 or 1 at the free throw line every time. Hayden Somerlot, the junior, is going to be our player spotlight here tonight. A solid ball handler and definitely not afraid to drive the lane from any point on the floor. 7 made threes so far on the season. That leads the team. So does 13 points per game. He doesn't have quite as many assists as I would like to see from a true point guard. Just 3 of them so far, averaging 1 per game. So perhaps he can be a difference maker in more than just dishing out the basketball here tonight. Obviously, he's a potent scorer with more than 13 a game, and they'll probably need him to be right around that average here tonight. If not, get a few more helpers. It is the season of giving. Hand out some open shots to your teammates and try to get the offense working. That's what a great point guard does, and I think Hayden Somerlot can be that this season for this team. See, the American flag is dropped down, which means that we are just about set and ready for action. But first, like always, let's honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Everybody up on their feet here, honoring America as we get ready for non-conference boys hoop action from the reservation tonight. Bulldogs looking to get win number 1 on the season. In order to do it, here are my keys to victory, presented by our good friends over at the Morrow County Job and Family Services. You got to be able to defend the 3. As I was noting, the Indians really struggle from long range. Make it tougher on them. If you get a hand up in a face, or if you provide a little bit of pressure, take away some of their confidence, maybe that 19% mark even comes down. And then, of course, the easy money looks from about 5 foot and in. You just got to make them count. Cash in those layups, and if there's no real wall or defense to deal with, take advantage, take the easy money off the table. That's how Crestline can get a win here on the road. And in that W column, throw one in there for the Bulldog faithful. And a decent amount of fan support here on hand for Crestline tonight. Some familiar faces to me. Former educator over there about 5 years ago now, though. So actually some of the faces that I'm seeing up in the bleachers that I recognize, they're past students. No longer have any that are still in school and participating here tonight. Before we meet the starters for both teams, here's how I feel like Mount Gilead can get it done tonight. Some good ball movement. Force the Dogs to defend sideline to sideline. The more that you work it around the perimeter, inside, outside, the more that they have to move defensively. It can show some cracks, some creases, and you got to be able to capitalize on that. Help side defense as well. Lawhorn, he can really penetrate. Saw him with my own eyes last year. Seen what he can do in the game against Mansfield Christian last night. So supply some help. Make sure that it's tough for him on the penetration with help side defense. As the Dog starters just being announced here in the gym, you saw Brett Cheney, big junior, come across there. Kenny Simpson will join him along with Quentin Kapp, Derek McCoon. Then we already talked about Lawhorn. Tonight here for Mount Gilead, that's Big Gage Baker. Love what he brings, 6'3". He's a dominant presence in the post now in his junior season. Cam Vickers, football guy, and another dude that just brings a lot of physicality to the floor, as does Carson Trainer. More great size for MG, and they pose a lot of it. 6'1", 6'3", 6'3", the last 3 dudes who just had their names announced over the loudspeakers. Rowan Fitzpatrick, 5'10", will be joined by Somerlot in the backcourt as they make their way around. Huddle up for the final time. And with that, we'll wrap up our Morrow County Job and Family Services pregame show. Do look down in the description of this game, and if there's any fraud that you're aware of, someone trying to call and get some Christmas money out of you or your grandparents or other elderly, please make sure that you hit up the Morrow County Job and Family Services. Here we go. Hot for the ball, and it'll be controlled here by Kapp and knocked away over to Mount Gilead. First possession. Work it over to the side here with Carter Geisich. And they'll drop it in for the first points of the night. 2-0 here, MG. Trying to look inside. Now they'll come up top here for Lawhorn off the penetration, the turn, the shot. It's a little bit short and tipped here into the hands of Fitzpatrick. Nice hesitation move and a dime right on the money to the cutting Gage Baker. And quickly 4-0 in the first minute of action. So Mount Gilead coming out, building some early momentum. Bodies hitting the floor too. That was Fitzpatrick. Leaves this open. It's a long deuce. Back iron for Quentin Kapp. But the Bulldogs will follow it up. Second chance points. And the first of the night for Crestline. Baker again, domineering down the lane, and one. He's headed to the free throw line with a chance for more. Nice body control. Got it into a strong hand, right side, and he flips it up and in. 6-2 here, Mount Gilead. And a timeout presented by Home and Kitchen Supply. First timeout, of course, for either unit, coming rather early. Less than 80 seconds here into the action. And I didn't see who called the timeout. But out of the brief 30-second break, it'll be Baker at the line. Baker with the first 6 points already here for Mount Gilead. Came up short on the free throw. It's been a bit of a problem for MG so far in the early portion of the season. 55% as a unit. And a theft, a takeaway right here, stripped by Vickers. So Mount Gilead sends it into the corner here for Traynor. He'll lob it in, and Baker one more time. Overshot it just a bit, and a strong rebound by Cheney. Heavy pressure on the outside on Lawhorn. Somerlot all over him. And a hand by Traynor onto the ball. As there's a backdoor cut. And there's that easy money I was talking about for the Bulldogs. 2 points by McCoon there at the rim. Trims the deficit back down to a couple. Crestline likes to get out and trap you in the full court. It'll leave things open like this, though. Somerlot bottoms up from the corner as he drills a triple. Great sign for them, his 8th make from long range this season. Reversal straight away. Lawhorn halfway home. The putback off target as well. So the Indians out and running, probably getting away with the travel there from Traynor. But he finds Vickers on the march. And the layup presses it out to 11-4. Only 3 minutes here into the action, so the Indians making the most of their minutes here at the beginning of the game, and now they've got a theft. Somerlot looking to go coast to coast. He'll breeze in like a summer day. Easy action right there. Bulldogs trying to calm things down. Lawhorn lost his footing. And actually, I thought it was a foul. It's just going to be a turnover. So Mount Gilead regains possession. Looking for their highest scoring mark of the young season. Fitzpatrick off the kick out. 3 balls up from Traynor, and he buries it. So back-to-back 3-pointers now for Mount Gilead. Traynor following up the triple make from Somerlot. Double-digit lead. And the Bulldogs throw it away into the backcourt. Knapp's just going to let it roll out. So MG's going to get a chance to throw it in underneath the basket over here. Swing it, trying to open things up in the corner for Hayden. Comes back up on top with Traynor. Fitzpatrick, short corner. Had it rattle out. Last touch, though, by the Dogs. Knocked away from Cheney, battling inside for the board. Three balls up. A little off balance that time. Somerlot falling away from the hoop. Knapp lets it ride from long range. Dogs have gone cold here offensively, a 3-on-2. Tipped right back to Baker. He flips it. Vickers underneath. And tipped out. Kept alive. Second opportunity for Somerlot. And a block shot when he made his way into the paint. Nice move. Appreciate the spin. He got inside, and even better defense there. McCoon. Nice hands here by the Bulldogs. So the Indians get another chance here to inbound over from the corner. Always an awkward spot from near the bench area. They'll initiate a set here on the near side. Two-man game off the roll to the basket. Trainer draws a double, sets it up. Vickers, splish splash. Another three-pointer here for the Indians. They've got 9 points from long range, 4 total here for the Bulldogs. Lawhorn, couple left-handed dribbles. Spins and sets it up for McCoon. Nothing landing in its home right now for Crestline. Lawhorn gets shook down the lane, up and under. Pretty take. Fitzpatrick all the way to Rack City. "17-point diff right now. Still 2:20 to play in the opening quarter. It has been all Indians. Inside double team, bounding, and put home by Cheney. That'll stop the bleeding here for Crestline momentarily. Baker super active on the glass. Not able to bring down an offensive board this time, so the Dogs get a one and done. Looking for back-to-back sessions with buckets for the first time. Off the flip out, looking for Lawhorn. Now McCoon picks up his dribble. Tough shot, and it's a little bit short here from Quinton. So they'll send ahead, tipped last by Baker. Indians can't tiptoe down the line that time. Somerlot did his best to get his ballerina on. Tip, tip. But it'll be out of bounds. Substitutions here for MG. We'll see Cole Fricky for the first time tonight. Much deeper bench for the Indians than what we'll see for Crestline. The starters will likely log a lot of minutes here tonight for the Dogs as we get an offensive foul. And we are headed the other way. Moving screen that time there by Brett Cheney. And it really stands out anytime you got a 5'9" dude barreling into the chest of a 6'4" guy. More fresh bodies getting some action for Nathan Davis's club. Hunter Lister, 6'1" junior's out there now. Here he is, giving it up as they work it to the corner. And nobody is going to go with Somerlot, and he makes them pay. 3 times 2 on a Saturday night here so far for that young man sporting the number 3. He's got 8 points. Leads all scorers now after it was 6 in a row to open up the contest on the inside. Banks are open late here on a Saturday night at the reservation. Gotta appreciate that. As Baker works inside, can't get that one to fall in. And I believe he just picked up the loose ball foul as well. Second look on the First Federal Community Bank replay. 2 pretty solid looks. And a fast-moving first quarter here. Had that timeout, the 32nd, just about 80 seconds into the action. Since then, It has been up and down and nonstop. I think we had a clock issue. And now the final 17 seconds rolling. Dogs likely will want to hold for the final shot here of quarter number one. Just trying to not give Mount Gilead an opportunity as Cheney works inside. Hard move, and that'll do it. Quarter one in the books. It's a big one here for the Indians. They lead at 24-8. See you back here in Mount Gilead for quarter two.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Saturday night high school hoops from the reservation. Boys non-conference action. Crestline taking MG's best punch there in quarter one. 24-8. Big cushion here for the Indians. Though the Bulldogs will get the ball here to start second quarter action. I'm Brian Skowronski here with you guys on the call on our main YouTube along with Facebook. Make sure that you're chiming in. Make your voice heard. Feature you in the fan zone. As there's a turnover in the first 12 seconds for the Bulldogs. If you shout me out, I'll shout you out right back. Let me know where you're watching from here tonight. What your big plans are here for this Saturday. Maybe this is it. Just tuning in, keeping it at home. The weather's been kind of frightful. True to that Christmas jingle here lately. So if it's snowing in your area, maybe just throw on OH Report, grab some hot cocoa, and let it snow with no particular place to go, but right here hanging out with your boy with the Indians and Bulldogs. How about a fourth look here on this offensive possession for Mount Gilead? Done a nice job in the glass area so far, just accumulating some touches on it when it's in the painted area. Making it tough on Crestline to try to secure and end their offensive possessions. Here's Somerlot to trigger. They'll come in quick and up top now for Wiltz. Back into the corner. Somerlot's already got two. Doesn't enjoy the downtown view this time, though. Foul's going to come on the floor. It's going to be the first against Jake Wiltz on the reach-in after Cheney went up to the second level. Got the rebound and got those elbows out. 60 seconds off the clock here in the second. Still looking for our first points up on the board in the frame. Second turnover here for Quentin Cap, the sophomore. Gives it away for the second time. Chance for the Indians to add on to this 16-point cushion. Moving the ball around nicely against the 2-3 zone. They'll get a wide open look. Will overshot it, but the work inside. Vickers, the slow roller out. Body's hitting the floor. And Kody Robinson makes the most of giving it up that time. Bulldogs need some offense. That'll help. Triple is good. Making up for those pair of turnovers. The gifts from Quentin Cap turn into a three-pack of points right there for the Dogs. They're into double figures now. Closest they've been in a little while. in this mix-up. Even though they've had some clean looks, Mount Gilead still has not scored against the zone. They'll have a chance here from the free throw line. And you see by the body language from Cap, he thought he did enough to go straight up. What say you on the FFCB instant replay? Yeah, that's pretty close. It looks like his feet moved just a touch, but certainly caught him a little bit on the way up. First free throw good here for Jake. Misses the second, but a clean offensive rebound inside. Cage Baker has brought his Windex here tonight, shining that glass over and over. The no-look pass from the corner. That one off the back iron. Fricky can't knock it down. And after that little barrage about 4 minutes ago in game action from long range, the GPS just has been off kilter a bit here for Mount Gilead. They've been taking some wrong turns. I think they've missed about their last 5 or 6 triples, and now they give it away. Lawhorn on the run out. Nice move. Kody Lawhorn now with 6 points. And that's that dude for this team, just a sophomore, but you can see the skill set. It's kind of low to the earth too, so it makes his dribble nice. And so is that. Lister listing this one from 3. Going hunting that time from long range. So the Bulldogs have to try to battle back here. Keep up with the Joneses offensively. Playing better defense. Can they get it done here at this side? Backdoor cut, nothing there, and just a giveaway pass. 3-on-1 here. Baker leaves it. And Jack going back to the free throw line. Lawhorn drawing the personal. It'll be the second on the Dogs here in quarter 2. This now the second season where they're going with the NBA rules where there's no more 1-and-1 action. So 5 fouls per frame gets you in the double bonus. 2 for 3 now from the free throw line for Jake Wilt. Fricky should have a speed advantage. See if he looks to crash here on a miss. Not necessary. MG up to 30. Last 3 points all from the charity stripe for Jake Wilt. Lawhorn beats him as Jake goes to the floor, and that's going to be a foul on Wilt. This is one of those like what we would do in middle school where you get down on all fours and push your friend over the top. Only nobody gave a little shove that time to Lawhorn. Just a perfect place. Little number 1 on number 1 harm. Lawhorn, though, truly unharmed on the play. Popped right back up. These kids are basically just made of jello in there, as that's a great feed down on the block, and probably the simplest 2 points for Brett Cheney. Long 3, high arc, came off the front of the rim for Fitzpatrick, and off the thefts. Hayden with the pitch inside and poked away from Baker. Really like this active hands here from Cheney. Robinson as well down there with the help side defense. As the Dogs stick with the 2-3, a little crease. And through the open window, they find Baker. Had the first 6 points for Mount Gilead. Those his first 2 cents here at the midway point. Second quarter action. And the Dogs more than getting doubled up, looking to change that here. Cheney, a little pump fake. And a nice move inside off the block, collects his own miss. Reach in foul. This one should go on Carson Traynor. Be his first, team's third. And Lawhorn was trying to thread the needle into Cheney, wasn't looking. So some loose change picked up Easy buckets in transition here and a timeout, the second of the night for the Bulldogs. And with that, it'll give me a moment to jump into the comment section. See how everybody's doing here tonight. The Christmas season is upon us, and Chris Steele is hanging out watching tonight. Deb tuning in from sunny Arizona watching her Indians. Appreciate you being with us here on the broadcast. And then Melbourne Beach, Florida, also represented here tonight. Bob Fitzpatrick dropping a Purple Heart, so we know what that means and where his fan allegiance lies. That's on the Facebook. Over on the YouTubes, Justin Freeman cheering on the Dogs. Alabama Tide cheering on his own team, even though they're not in action tonight at home. Score update, Cardington is up 97-41 on Elgin. Final there from Seatown, actually 102-42. Thank you, Tyler. So are the Pirates a force to be reckoned with in the KMAC this season? Be fun to watch how it all shakes out. Kind of knew last year in Northmore that they were going to be the juggernaut as we get a block shot inside. A little bit more wide open this year. The pitch on the money. The streaking Indians put it home. Somerlot, the first player into double figures. Pretty basketball when they're sharing it. And that's a pretty shot from the corner. Robinson rings it in. Believe that's the first three tonight. Second, actually, for Crestline. Draws a double team, sets it up. The floater, getting freaky with it. Cole leans it into the hoop. Pushes the cushion back up to 20. Lawhorn in a crowd. Belchik won't find the bottom of the net. MG has been running the floor. Baker shifts in midair to his right now. He'll get fouled. Couple free throws in his future. Team doing an excellent job of just sizzling back and forth, making sure on every Bulldogs miss at the defensive side of things that they are pushing the pace and forcing a lot of pressure here on the transition defense of the Dogs, and they've been a half step slow. Another made free throw, 3 consecutive for Mount Gilead. That one's a little bit short from Gage. But how about this down on the block, barrel chesting his way through a defender. Can't get it to go. Over to the Dogs. Do have one other live stream going on the OH Report right now on our YouTube channel 1 as well as our Facebook. Tiffin Columbians on the road at Upper Sandusky. The boys in action this evening. So if you want to check on that one, flip over. Get that second screen technology going as well. You can watch me on one. Check out Josh Banks, the Hall of Famer Joe Baylog on the call for the other. We'll be back here down on the reservation plenty more times here this season. Love working with the Indians and the athletic department down here. Jack Balt, one of the good ones. The coaching staff too. Love what Nathan Davis brings to the table along with Gary Bartlett, Travis Perry and the boys here. Just a lot of fun, and I think this team's going to be vastly improved win-wise from a season ago. How about that look in transition? Great feed, and that's what I'm hoping to see from Hayden Somerlot a bit more this season. Entered the contest with just 4 helpers. Got a couple to add to the resume here in this one, so I think those numbers for him, he might even be able to average closer to 4 a game as there's another rip. He's out and running up and under. You know he can score. He's got the foot speed, and he's got a dozen now. Somerlot close to his season average of 13.3. Tops on the club as the sweater weather coming unraveled right here. He read this one again. Cashes it in at the other end. MG going for half a honey in this first half. More active hands too. Bodies flying down to the floor. As it's poked away, it'll be Bulldog basketball. But the extra effort, the motivation, you can see that the meter, the glass, it's full right now for the Indians. And a little less going on right now for the kids in the blue unis. Certainly out of sorts, as I think that's 4 consecutive turnovers now for the Bulldogs. 11 here for the first half. Got to clean that up if they want to try to make things interesting. Might already be out of range. Off the ball movement, nice triangle. Tip, and Lawhorn trying to create a one-man break. Hop step in the lane and banks it in. Kody Lawhorn doing his thing so far here tonight. He's got 8 of the 20 for the Dogs. Couple of steals on his resume too. Against the zone, they're going to come out now maybe and switch to a man-to-man to try to force them to push it early, see if they can't get an extra offensive possession. But ideally here, for Coach Davis's crew, you're going to want to hold for the final shot. And that one's way downtown, came up short. Lawhorn, good if it goes. We're at the break, 45-20, magnificent showing here for Mount Gilead on our 8 Sisters Bakery scoreboard. Taking care of business so far here on a Saturday night. Stay with us. We'll be back. We'll have some halftime stats. I'll break them down. Brian Skowronski here with me tonight. She'll tell you all the numbers that are of interest to you guys, let you know the trends that we saw through 2 quarters of play, and break down our anticipation for quarter number 3 and beyond. You're watching live and free boys high school basketball on a Saturday night. We'll see you guys back here in just a couple minutes on the reservation.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Trust our experienced team for seamless program management. Wide garment selections for various industries. Kimmel Corporation offers top quality products and services at the best value. Rent or buy with confidence. Kimmel Corporation is the company for you.
Think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can't move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here blowing up. If you ever
Tonight's high school basketball game brought to you, folks, live and free. Thanks to our generous sponsors. 8 Sisters Bakery, located at exit 151, just off of 71 in Mount Gilead. Stop in. They have amazing donuts. I can tell you every single one on the menu worth trying out. Morrow County Job and Family Services. Call the number in the description or visit their location in Mount Gilead to see what services are available for your family. Burkhart Farm Center. Farmers serving farmers. First Federal Community Bank. Banking locally just got a little easier. Home and Kitchen Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen and baths, windows and doors since 1970. It is your halftime show presented by Morrow County Job and Family Services. Brian Skowronski here with you guys on the call from the reservation. 25-point difference right now. The Indians out in front of Crestline on the road, looking for their first win and really in a tough spot to try to do so. I've got Aaliyah Skowronski here with me. She's been tracking all the first half numbers that you guys need to know. And first, just your thoughts on what we saw from the first 16 minutes of action. Mount Gilead really ran well up and down the floor. What did you like about the Indians and their pace and style of play?
I really like that they were turning over the ball or making Crestline turn over the ball and just had so many easy layups and so many breakaways that they just had no one guarding them, so they just got easy points. And I just liked how well they moved the ball around and how well they made each other get open for some threes. They had 5 threes in the first half. And just playing as a team and not just hogging the ball and trying to dribble it themselves and just keeping the ball moving.
It's the season of giving, so they're wrapping up some gifts, they're knocking them down, making three-pointers, and it's always nice, and you're a point guard, when you're giving it up and somebody puts it in the hole, it's like, hey, it all worked out. It's a good feeling all the way around, and during this season of giving, sharing is caring.
I agree.
You mentioned the 5 threes knocked down by Mount Gilead in that first half. 18 total field goals for them, twice as many as Crestline. A big number that sticks out. 11 turnovers, though, for the Dogs, only 5 for Mount Gilead. And you mentioned when they were getting those turnovers, they were getting out, they were getting some easy money, some layups at the rim. So in order for Crestline to try to battle themselves back into this game, that number's got to come way down. Defensively, though, for the Indians, did some really nice things, and they pressured the Bulldogs. So it could be very challenging here for the Dogs to try to even things out or bring that number down closer to where they were, 5 or 6 in that first half, just because of the defensive pressure and energy that's being put on right now by MG.
I agree. I feel like Crestline has had this many turnovers and is just not getting the ball in the hoop is because Mount Gilead's putting so much good pressure on them that it's causing Crestline to panic. And they have a few good ball handlers, but they're not moving the ball around as well as they could be, and they're panicking, which is causing them to just lose the ball over some easy passes or some easy mistakes that they could fix. And Mount Gilead does have really good pressure on them, so they're doing a good job overall. I just feel like if Crestline calmed down with the ball and just moved it around instead of just dribbling to the corners and just taking shots that just like rush shots that they shouldn't be taking, I feel like they could make the score a little closer.
And it's been compiling for them. They've had stretches, 2-3 turnovers consecutively, and those really, mentally wise, it can impact you and influence the style of play there moving forward for the next few possessions. And as a teenager yourself, sometimes it's tough when you're not a pro and you're not really trained how to just move on to the next play. So I think that might be a key, of course, for the Bulldogs coming into this third quarter, is just at least get shots. Even if you're not knocking them down, the fact that you're not giving it away to Mount Gilead, allowing them to get out and run, could be the best recipe for success for the Dogs to try to work their way back into this one, is just protect that basketball.
I agree. As a basketball player, I see that Crestline isn't subbing as much, and when I'm in the game and just have a bad stretch of basketball, there's sometimes where I just need a break to just get out and regroup, and sometimes when I'm in the game, I just lose confidence and just start to panic with the ball because I keep making mistake after mistake and just want to get it out of my hand. And I feel like that's kind of what Crestline's going through right now, where they just want to get it down the court and try to get it in the rim because they're down by so much and the pressure is so good on them and they've turned it over so many times. They just kind of are trying and panicking.
And you know the only way to eat an elephant, right? One bite at a time. It's not like you can just throw up a 25-point shot. So the Bulldogs are going to have to start chipping away, get a deuce, maybe a little 5-0 run. Start there, start small, and sometimes it's the little things that can turn into the biggest positives by the end of the day.
I agree.
All right, that's Aaliyah Skowronski with your halftime report. Appreciate you with us here tonight, Aaliyah. We'll hear from her again at the end of the game.
Bye.
Look in on the huddle for the visitors tonight. Paul Webb's bunch, second season for him, and kind of a tough spot to take over for over at Crestline. Replacing Tyler Sanders, who put in 5 really quality years over there, 4th all-time in wins. I believe he had 54 during his time and won a tournament game each of his last 4 years that he was there. Something that just doesn't happen very often with that program. But my favorite number is that during the 2019 to 2022 stretch where they had 3 consecutive winning seasons, it's the only time that's happened at Crestline since World War II. Pretty crazy to contemplate that. Hasn't been a whole lot of good times over here for Mount Gilead either. So a 3rd consecutive win and a 3-1 start could be really big for them to try to turn the corner as a program and just show to themselves that they've got what it takes to be a quality team night in, night out, never feel like you're overmatched. It was a tough first game for them against Highland as they get a wide open look, and this guy has been shooting it so well from long range. 17 points, a season high already from Mr. Somerlot. Hayden's a great player. You can tell he moves like a basketball player. He's an athlete all the way around. Sharp handles and looking for a shot here tonight. Dogs with a 2-man game. They try to leave things open. Lawhorn pitches it. Don't really love that pass. Not sure where Cap can go with it. But they do get a shot. 1 and done. Defensive rebound. And woo! What a move down the lane. Fitzpatrick sets it up. 3 off the back iron for Trainer. Lawhorn securing it for the Dogs. The sophomore looking ahead. Bad pass. 2-on-1 straight to Rack City, and it falls in. Mount Gilead with a 50-burger now as they'll stretch their advantage out to 30, the largest of the night. Somerlot again off to the races. 21 points for him. Impressive what we've seen from this young man. Could be getting close to career high numbers. Have to find out exactly what that is for Hayden. Early front runner right now for our most valuable player, presented by Burkhart Farm Center as we get a jump ball. Take a look back at the last breakout. Nice presence of mind. McCoon was coming with the defense and calmly lays it in on the fly. Not always as simple as it seems when you're going at Mach 10. As Baker trying to do the same, poked away, and it worked out nicely. At least if you're a Bulldog fan, as Justice Horn reaches in there, or actually that was McCoon again. Forces Baker to last touch it. Fans starting to pick things up here. As this is going to be an uncontested layup. What a third quarter already here for Somerlot. 7 points. And he's got more than Crestline on his lonesome. Nice help defense. Ends with a foul, though. And just the hustle That's been a big difference so far here tonight for MG. Not giving up on any loose ball, beating the Bulldogs to the punch more often than not. They'll have to come up top, get the ball back into the hands of Kody. Lawhorn trying to size up Jake Wilt. And again, just kind of telegraphing the pass. Fitzpatrick sails in. He'll lay it up right hand, left side. Second made basket of the night for Rowan Fitzpatrick. And the Indians just brimming with confidence. Challenging everything, getting into the passing lanes. Making the Bulldogs feel a bit helpless here at this offensive end of the floor, as they'll give it away yet again, and this is where they're just absolutely killing them. Wilt with the underhand layup on the right side. He's got 5. And the Dogs appear like a defeated team right now. No one getting back on defense. And it's led to, what are we at? 10 fast break points for Mount Gilead here in the third quarter, I think. Good look off the inbound. That'll lead to free throws. Get Quentin Cap heading to the charity stripe. Nice find here by Kody Lawhorn as well. Coach Webb with a good-looking play design. Fitzpatrick takes a seat. Short break for Hayden Somerlot. And an empty trip that time. Here's Hayden. Had it tipped, and a rare turnover for him here this evening. Triple team inside, still trying to force up the shot. Baker's like, come on, bro. Turns that away with ease. Big boy move down there by Finnegan Belchick. A little too hard off the square. Transition 3. Front iron tipped out, battled for, and recollected by Lister. He'll find Baker. Look at him just cruise over the top of everybody for the offensive board, but he leaves that one a bit short. Not sure exactly how many offensive rebounds Baker's been able to clutch here tonight. Probably 5, 6 or more. He's just been a menace to try to keep off the glass. Super athletic kid, excellent size, long limbs. And I think one of the big reasons why Mount Gilead may be in contention, I think they're going to compete with the other top teams in the K-MAC. Cardington putting up over 100 tonight. Northmore's got some nice pieces back. Free throws coming up here for the Bulldogs. And the forwards have worked hard. We've seen Brett Cheney along with Finnegan. Solid moves inside. They're just drawing a crowd. The lack of three-point shooting so far here in this contest for Crestline is allowing the Indians to sag off and apply a lot of help anytime it's on the block. Cheney's back in, so the big lineup now on the floor for the Bulldogs. That's 6'4". Brett far and away the tallest player on this Bulldog unit this season. Indians move it down into the corner. Almost a travel, but keeping the pivot foot down was Lister. They'll come back to him. Baker calling for it on the block. Nice catch. Whips it around the defender. 3 back iron from the corner for Fricky. Long 2 off target again, but they keep it alive. Well, underneath Baker. Boy, his shooting percentage, if it was up around 50, he'd probably have 25 points tonight. Foul comes on the arm, and running clock, of course, with the point difference that we have right here. So these two free throws will likely end the quarter. Giant lead here for the Indians at home. This is a chance to make it 40. And he'll bury him. 2 for 2 from the free throw line that time for Gage Baker. He's got 11. And money time coming up here from the reservation. Mount Gilead enjoying a 60-20 lead.
Trust our experienced team for seamless program management. Wide garment selections for various industries. Kimmel Corporation offers top quality products and services at the best value. Rent or buy with confidence. Kimmel Corporation is the company for you.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change.
8 more minutes of action is all that remains in this non-league battle between Crestline and Mount Gilead here tonight, better known as Money Time here on the OH Report. A nice 3-game victory check could be on the other end here tonight for Mount Gilead, and likely will be as they lead it by 40. And they've got the basketball here to start the final frame. Is this a little bit over the top? Bo Sayers checking in for the first time. Can't hit him on the backdoor cut. Half court man-to-man. Cheney down inside again. Draws a triple team. He shoots right up and over the top. Brent Cheney with 6 total points now. I think Paul Webb asking for a foul down on the block. He's saying, my dude, he's trying to go through 3 defenders just about every time he gets his hands on the ball. Help a brother out. Sophomore Tate Davis initiates this possession now. Backdoor cut, and it's a pretty one. They'll find the bottom of the hole that time with Freaky on the receiving end. First points of the night for Cole. This one comes loose, but right place, right time. And Cheney heads to the charity stripe here. So Belchick here at the free throw line, earning his 2 shots. Got to be able to knock these down though, because she don't want no puppy. She want a big dog at that free throw line. So you got to come through and convert. That's the message that's got to be sent, though he will split the pair. Young lineup on the floor right now here for the Indians. Some second unit guys getting some minutes, and I think always really key and critical to be able to build depth, especially in games like this for Coach Davis and this team, where when you've got 40-point cushions, get some different looks, try out some new guys. The more minutes you can play, the better. And how about the ball movement? Would have been gorgeous if Fricky could have knocked it down. Kody going to slow things down as he makes the entry over to Robinson on the right wing. And a reach-in foul. Outside of Kody Lawhorn, in terms of playmakers on the perimeter, haven't seen much trying to drive to the basket. And a lot of it's just been the sophomore trying to wheel and deal, dump it off for Cheney or Belchick when they've had their chances. So at the same token for the Bulldogs, as I was saying for Mount Gilead, maybe try to get some other youngsters involved here with the game out of hand. The senior still battling though. Finnegan will shoot 2 more after splitting the pair last time he was at the charity stripe. Made his last 2 now. Big ovation here from the Bulldog cheering section. Leaves the second one short. Long rebound chased down by Lister. Looking to push. He goes by everybody like a kite in the wind all the way to the cup. Fills it for 2. Lawhorn bets it right back at the other end as he finds a little juice left in the tank. Skirt by a couple of hands out there for Mount Gilead. No, block shot. So the Bulldogs doing some nice things here defensively. And look at the hang time there for Brett Cheney. It's up there for a while to be able to get his hand to knock that out of bounds. Dogs so far here in this frame, I believe, has held Mount Gilead to, it was just 4 points up until that point. Pumped the lead right back up to 40. Some more subs getting set to check in here for the Indians. They got the thefts into the hands of Lister. Low dribble, Wilt lost the handle. And he'll sub out. Good to see Brogan. I'll have to find out how to say Brogan's last name. Fletterer. Get some confirmation on that. Here he is playing some solid defense, but Lawhorn with an even better pass. Snuck it behind the ear. And off the cut. 2 more points for the Bulldogs. Crestline going with half court man-to-man right now. Another turnover here for Sayers. He's got a couple since checking in. Turn finds an open lane, but not for long. Cut off on the rebound there from Wyatt Long. As Lawhorn can't find the bucket at the other end of the rainbow. Second look, no bueno either for Cheney. And tipped out of bounds over, or actually it'll stay down here. It'll stay with Crestline. As we get a big ovation for Trevon Scales. Senior's going to get some PT here in the final minute and a half. Those special plays tonight, they've worked out well for the Bulldogs. Robinson able to fill it up for a couple. Look at the hustle here from Scales as that finds its mark. Lister with 2 more added to his point total tonight. 7 points for him, the only player on the floor to score for Mount Gilead. Lawhorn, he's been the leading role man here tonight for the Bulldogs. Be looking for his 13th when he steps up to the charity stripe. Had 13 last night, 9 of those coming in the second half against Mansfield Christian, and they actually hung tough in that game till the third quarter. Outscored 23-10 in that frame. As Davion Mack and the boys were able to put him to bed, he had 15 of his 19 in that second half as well. Indians haven't scored much here in this fourth quarter. They have not needed to. 68-32. They are victors here tonight. Strong showing on the reservation for the home team, capturing their third straight victory and giving the home fans plenty to cheer about. We'll step aside. We will be back. You will hear from your Burkhart Farm Center MVP. I think it's an easy choice tonight. Hayden Somerlot, the junior guard, will be on the mic with me. We'll hear from him. We'll wrap things up, final stats and analysis with Aaliyah, and then shut things down from Mount Gilead. Live and free coverage in the postgame. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Hang tight. We'll return very soon.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Trust our experienced team for seamless program management. Wide garment selections for various industries. Kimmel Corporation offers top quality products and services at the best value. Rent or buy with confidence. Kimmel Corporation is the company for you.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up.
Live and free coverage of tonight's game brought to you, folks, by our good friends over at 8 Sisters Bakery, located at exit 151, just off of 71 North in Mount Gilead. Morrow County Job and Family Services. Call the number in the description, or you can visit their location in Mount Gilead to see what services are available for your family. Burkhart Farm Center, farmers serving farmers. First Federal Community Bank, banking locally just got a little bit easier. And Home and Kitchen Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen and baths, windows and doors since 1970. We're just a couple minutes away from hearing Hayden Somerlot, our MVP tonight. See what he has to say about his action. Perhaps a career high in points. I'm trying to find that out right now. We'll have him, plus Aaliyah will be on the mic with me. We'll have your final stats, break things down, and get you out of here to enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. We'll hear from Hayden. He's walking up right now in just about 2 minutes. Stay there.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Trust our experienced team for seamless program management. Wide garment selections for various industries. Kimmel Corporation offers top quality products and services at the best value. Rent or buy with confidence. Kimmel Corporation is the company for you.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are.
We're back now with our player of the game presented by Burkhart Farm Center. You're looking at Hayden Somerlot. Big night for you, and it sounds like a nice stretch as well. 50 points in your last two games, and offensively tonight, super aggressive. You're getting some easy ones too. Take me through your last couple of nights as a player, and just how have you been able to put up a career high and then back it up with 23 more points tonight?
Oh, yeah, mainly my teammates for mainly rebound and pass me the ball when I'm open. You know, I couldn't do it without Pyro, Engage, KM, Carson, Cole, all of them, Jake, Hunter. You know, all of them do their job and makes my job easy.
A lot of athletes on this team. You like to get out and run. That's when you were at your best, certainly in this game tonight. How much of your ability on the defensive end is leading to you guys having a lot of success on offense right now?
Oh, yeah. I mean, through the whole summer, Coach Davis told us, you know, if we play together as a team, we're really hard to beat. I mean, hard to score on as defense. And it's all effort also.
Last season, 7 wins for you guys. You get 3 in a row here already, so you're almost halfway to that total. Just in terms of the motivation and what you guys were talking about as your preseason checklist of things that you wanted to accomplish, what were you guys thinking in terms of wins and losses by the end of the year?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we know we have 3 wins, but also last year we started off hot too. And, you know, it doesn't matter much about how you start the season, it's how you finish mainly. So I think we're happy to win, but we're also know there's a lot more to be done.
Just as far as the vibe and the momentum around this team, and I saw you guys do the nice little prayer circle here at midcourt after the game. Just how much love and good times are being had right now here in Mount Gilead?
Yeah, a lot. When we're winning, you know, it's fun and everybody's happy.
Getting the W's always brings the smiles,
yeah.
Unquestionably, right? So it's about the Christmas season. Everyone around here, you know, it's the gift of giving. You know, it never gets old. What are you hoping to get most under the Christmas tree this year from Santa? You got anything on your list?
Not really, you know, just some clothes, I guess. New socks. I need some of those, actually.
So you're a simple guy, you know. You're just trying to make sure that your toes are warm here during the winter months.
My mom would say differently, though. So.
Well, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. So you already shouted out Mom. Before I turn you loose, go ahead, look in the camera. Shout out anybody else who you want who's helped get you in this position and has allowed you to be the player that you are today.
I want to shout out my teammates and my coaches also, and I want to shout out my grandparents. Unfortunately, my grandma passed away this morning.
Oh.
And my grandpa told me, gave me some motivation, told me to come here and play as hard as I could, and that's what I did.
Wow. So really shining here tonight for Grandma. So I think that's pretty special for you. 23 big points, 5 steals, 3 3-pointers. Hayden Somerlot, your Burkhart Farm Center MVP.
Thank you.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Trust our experienced team for seamless program management. Wide garment selections for various industries. Kimmel Corporation offers top quality products and services at the best value. Rent or buy with confidence. Kimmel Corporation is the company for you.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go.
Post-game coverage here from the reservation on the way. Brought to you by Morrow County Job and Family Services. 3 consecutive victories now for the Indians. They show out, they ball at home, putting up 68 and holding the Bulldogs to 30. That is a season best defensively this year for Mount Gilead. I am Brian Skowronski. Aaliyah Skowronski is here with me. Let me click something real fast. There we go. Just wanted to show how it went throughout this game, and as you break it down for me. And Mount Gilead got off to an unbelievable start. We had the running clock to start the second half. They had the 45 points by the break. Didn't have to do much there in the second half. You were really impressed with the way that not only are they moving fast and getting up and down the floor furiously, but they're very calm when they were doing it. They stayed natural within themselves, and that's why they were really limited on turnovers. So you just like the poise, I think, tonight here of the Indians at home.
Yeah, just sitting here, I could just tell just the energy for Mount Gilead between Crestline is Mount Gilead was just very just laid back and just calm when they were moving it around and not trying to rush things. And while Crestline, on the other hand, they were getting it down past half court, but then just making passes just because they were rushing and that they were not as calm as they should be, which led to turnovers, which led to easy layups for Mount Gilead. So that's what I just saw a lot of.
Take a look at your final stats for the night here. And 17 turnovers, 11 though by the Bulldogs in the first 2 quarters of play, and only 9 for Mount Gilead. So to piggyback off of what you were just saying, this was a team that was very confident with the basketball when they were moving it around the perimeter, getting up and down the floor. When you're just at 9 turnovers for the game, that's something that you'll take night in, night out, and that is what their head coach just got done telling me, Nathan Davis, that's how they want to protect the basketball. So check that box. Rebounding, though, wise too, Aaliyah, 26 to 15, and a lot of those offensive. So it was pretty clear that the Indians, they were the more aggressive team, and they were going after the 50-50 balls. They were skying up around the rim. They probably should have had a lot more putbacks than they actually did by the end of the night, but you really do embrace just how aggressive they were attacking the offensive rebounding.
I could definitely tell, just like watching, that Mount Gilead just wanted it more, and it may have been because really early in the first quarter even, they were already up by a lot. So Crestline just kind of lost their confidence, but even at the beginning, you could just tell that they were jumping over people to get the rebounds. They were diving on the floor to get the loose ball as well. I never saw really any of that from Crestline. They were kind of just standing and watching the ball a lot and just giving up really easily when something went wrong.
So that was one of the bigger differences here tonight, and that's why the Indians are winners of 3 straight as they finish up the weekend at 3-1 overall. The Bulldogs now dip to 0-3 on their season. That will wrap up our coverage, though, here tonight from the reservation. Couldn't have done it without all of our generous sponsors. Another thank you to 8 Sisters Bakery, Morrow County Job and Family Services, Burkhart Farm Center, First Federal Community Bank, and Home and Kitchen Supply. Brandon Powell was supplying all of the top camera shots that you were able to take in here this evening. Aaliyah Skowronski tracking stats, breaking things down for you at halftime, and then here in the post-game portion of the contest as well. I am Brian Skowronski for the entire family back at OH Report World Headquarters. Signing out for now. Saying thanks to Jack and the gang over here for allowing us to do these games. We'll be back down here on the reservation here real soon. Plenty of live streams coming up next week as well. But for now, for tonight, we're out of here. So long, suckers.